All right, what is up, my fridge fans? Rozak Solly, what is going on today? You're going for your learner's permit today at 10 a.m.? 10 a.m. your time or 10 a.m. my time? Good question. I'm assuming it's your time. I know it's like 5 in the morning for you again, because you're an absolute bellend. Alright. But yeah, still waiting on the lobby to open up, but um, yeah, just deciding to go ahead and start chatting with you boys. How we doing? How we doing? Learners. Well, yeah, but he. Oh no. What the fuck? No! I've been booted! Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. I need a retry connection. I need to reconnect and get back into the lobby. Okay. Okay. Receiving the invites back. Should be good. Alright. Back in the lobby. Should be good to go. Dude, okay, so a lot of people were having connection issues. I thought they were just capping. I thought they were just kind of, it was their shitty internet. But no, it's the EA servers. You see how you like how that works? As soon as it happens to me, it's not my fault. It is the server's fault. That's exactly how this works. What's up, Zaddy Gaming? I'm assuming you're part of the Kronik Racing League that we are about to watch, spectate here at Australia. Um, what are you guys talking about? What? Okay, so I can hear. I have two guys, two of my league admins, one of which is racing Rockstar in the McLaren, the one McLaren because he sucks. Um, I can like hear them very quietly. I can hear them talking shit. I don't know what they're saying. I wasn't really paying attention. uh, all right, but they are loading into the session. We are about to begin here at Chronic Racing inaugural season, week 3. Still very, very early on in the season. Actually, speaking of which, not a bad time for me to go over their standings. So, after 2 races, they have Mr. E Fizzle from Canada, number 78, with 56 points, only 1 point ahead of Ryan Slider. Chronico, league owner, league founder, in third place, 54 points. These points are very close together. We also have Gold Killer with 53 points. Um, After 2 weeks, this is a pretty tight battle at the moment. Uh, and then for the constructors, Williams seems like E Fizzle with a good teammate. Yeah, Chronico and Efizzle both in the Williams with the lead, 109 points. That being what, 16-point lead over the Red Bull drivers. Haas kind of lagging behind those two, so mainly a Williams Red Bull fight for the moment. So keep an eye out for Efizzle, Ryan Slider, Chronico, Gold Killer, and newcomer to the league, Rockstar. Is this how we're doing the grid announcement for PTRL? I don't fucking know. I'm not a part of that. I just commentate, man. I just comment. Nobody. Oh, you got a buddy in it. Yep, you said you're gonna watch him. That's right. But yeah, whiter than a Ritz cracker. I have no idea, man. Uh, Fabian Smith. What's up, man? I almost thought this was a bot for a second. You know what, Fabian Smith? Before I do anything, prove you're not a bot. Prove you're not a bot. Oh, you're Smiley? What's up, Smiley? Woo! Yay! Oh no, you're a fan of Smiley. I'm a little slow. I'm a little slow in the head. But let me get this set up. That is a very good question. Now that I think about it, Dustin, that is an immensely intelligent, intellectual question. I don't have an answer for you. I have no idea. People absolutely slapping out of the pits right now. Did I just skip over? Here it is. Minted, first out on track with a lot of people leaving in quick succession. So this league is a league tailored towards beginner and intermediate drivers. So Oh, excuse me. God, dude. I just ate some spicy Chipotle, and it is kind of burning a hole in my chest. My grandma, actually, the one grandma I met once when I was 3 years old in Mexico, um, apparently she died of stomach ulcers. So, does it run in the family? I hope not. I mean, my dad hasn't gotten any, I don't think. So, it's okay. I'll be fine. I will fight through it. I will fight through the struggle, the pain, the sacrifices of your favorite guy, your favorite commentator, Fridge. Okay, let's put the ego aside, guys. Let's put the ego aside. Um, but yeah, we are about to see Minted. Uh, always promoting his league. Any chance he gets, he's promoting his league. So you gotta respect the hustle. Oh, I'm so stupid. Boom. There we go. Now you can see the hot. Well, Minted, you better be happy. The stream did not get your spin out. So that means actually a Haas, the Haas of I Constipated. I just commentated his race at PTRL. He is the first one to start his hot lap. Let's see what Mr. I Constipated is capable of. Oh, excuse me, dude. I can feel that heat in like the center of my chest. Is this what middle-aged men know as heartburn? Is that what that is? I think I'm too young to know exactly what heartburn is, but there is a Ferrari behind this Haas, kind of really close to him. It's either Bro Joshua or Chavito. Um, so I don't know if the Ferrari catches up a little too quickly. No, it seems like he won't. So I Constipated should be perfectly fine here. Is he gonna use any battery? I guess I Constipated just, you know, he's constipated when it comes to releasing battery, not shit. It's not pooping that he struggles with. It's using battery. It seems like he's doing an entire hot lap with no battery. Does he have an overtake button? What are we doing? I don't unless it's a visual bug. I don't know what iConstipated is doing. I don't know what this strategy is. I don't expect this to be a very competitive lap, considering there is very little battery usage up. A 118.7. No offense to Mr. Oh, what? Was that not his hot lap? I am so confused. Oh, I'm stupid. It's because, oh. Oh, I'm hearing Rockstar may have been impeded. I kind of heard it in the background. Unfortunate. Fabian Smith, still not seeing any kind of proof that you're not a bot. Sorry, man. You seem to be a bot. So I Constipated, not much of a fast lap. 117.7, pretty decent, pretty decent. I guess I should maybe curb my expectations a little bit because this is a little more of a beginner intermediate league. So me personally, oh, he did say he was impeded, so he may be switching on to a fresh set of tires. That would make sense. Chronico, finishing with in P2, 118 flat. I don't. Okay, I will say this for context only. This is not an ego thing. I barely race at all anymore. I know I'm not. Whatever, interpret it however you want. But so me, I think my best ever in a qualifying session here at Australia, in my limited races here, is most. I think it was like a 116 flat. Almost, maybe if not 116 flat, very very close to it. So my trial time, I think, here at Australia is a 117. There we go. That is a much better lap, I would say, from Minted. Very, very well done. Let's see. Smiley face about to cross the finish line for his first qualifying lap. Let's see what he comes across with. But as I was saying, you know, I think Australia, I'm like top 10% time trial time, maybe lower. I'm not sure, but this isn't. Let's have this function as a bit of an advertisement to those of you who are looking for a league and you keep finding leagues where there's absolute sweats. There's people who can put down 1% laps, or even I guess uh, not quite as good, but still very, very good drivers. Maybe this is the league for you. In this current state, maybe this is the league for you. As these are very achievable times, I would say, by maybe not so much brand new players, but definitely intermediate players would have a spot here in Kronik Racing League. And Chronico, the league owner, league founder, super stand-up guy, super awesome guy. He has quite a bit of a lore to him, I will say. He's like he's done a lot of meteorology work. He's Brazilian, I'm pretty sure. Just a million things. I don't even know half of his lore. Pretty cool guy. Very, very devoted league owner, I would say. Much like myself. Not to glaze myself, but I like to think I'm a devoted owner of a league. Speaking of which, my league, FSR, Fridge's School of Racing, or otherwise known as Fridge Sucks at Racing. So, if you're interested in that, um, especially you guys here from Kronik, I'm really trying to get a second tier of drivers that has a little more of like a tailored feel to what Kronik is. We race on Sundays. Currently, we're 3 p.m. Eastern, but we're about to have our last race of the season on Sunday, and then we will immediately start up the next Sunday. Um, and it's looking like we'll be moving to like 1 p.m. Eastern ish, kind of based on early results from the polls of when people would prefer to race or when they're available to race. So, if that's something you're interested in, then feel free to reach out. You know who I am, the Fridge Gamer. Um, and even if you don't want to race in the league, but we're also like a community hub. We're thinking of having F1 watch alongs, that kind of a thing. So if you're interested in anything like that, please let me know, or even let Chronico know. Gold Killer is P2 now. Smiley face P3. I am obviously going to show some bias. It says Rockstar's on an out lap, but he's using overtake. I'm actually pretty sure he's on a hot lap right now. The game just kind of lying straight to my face. Um, really hoping that Rockstar is able to put in a good time. I really do think this is just bugged because even the lap data is saying he's on an out lap, but he's really exhausting his battery. So there's no way this is an out lap. Ooh, he's kind of catching up to that V-carb, but I think there's enough space between him and that V-carb to where he should not have to worry about any kind of impeding. And then this last corner here can be very tricky on holding traction. So what will Mr. Rockstar receive on what I'm pretty sure is a hot lap? Yes, pole position from my driver, my FSR driver. That is my guy. I'm so biased, I will admit it. Come on, absolute. Oh, let's go, Rockstar. Let's fucking go. 2/10 and a smidge faster than what was originally the fastest lap set by Minted earlier in this qualifying session. Super awesome, Rockstar. Let's fucking go, pal. F1 Original Pauly D. I know he streams, so want to give him a quick shout out. He streams a variety of things. I think I've seen him. I don't know if it's Warzone or if it's uh, a different COD game, but definitely want to shout out a fellow streamer. I think his Twitch channel is the same as this EA display name here, F1 Original Pauly D. So check him out at the very least because I told you to. And if you don't, I will come to your house and murder you in your sleep. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Let's see. Is there anybody? See, I don't know. I don't know how much to trust this outlap thing that it's showing me. Spyro letting somebody through after an invalidated lap. We'll be looking to collect battery. F1 Original Pauly D kind of on an aggressive outlap. His tires are definitely going to be up to temp. May even have wear in them. Maybe choosing to have this a little bit of a warm-up lap, essentially. Kind of doing a qualifying lap before the qualifying lap. I don't know if I would agree to doing that, but hey, to each their own. There's also a piece of wing back there. I don't know if you caught that. But now, Original Pauly D initiating his hot lap for this session. I do see two V-carb drivers very close together. I wonder if they're trying to do some teamwork here and give each other a little bit of slipstream down that fast section of the track in Sector 2. Going straight into this corner, going very deep. He drops into second, which per personally is not something I do. Also, upshifting early, definitely one way of doing it. Using up a lot of overtake here. He will not have much overtake to use in the fast sections of the track, so not exactly super optimal battery usage, but he is looking like he's settled into this lap a little more than previous. He is hitting his apexes a little smoother, more confident in his inputs is how I would say that. See, okay, drops it into the 6th, very, very good. Hitting these apexes, really pushing the limits a little bit. Um, will have very small amount of battery. Oh, you know what? Not maximizing the left-hand side of the track, but decent entry, decent exit. You know what? I lied. He had a good amount of battery saved up. I'm just a liar. I suck at math, apparently. Going a little deep, not really pushing the curb. Not swinging it too far out wide. Will struggle a little bit on this exit, but he will finish with what is a 118.9. Good enough for P12. Not too shabby, Mr. F1 Original Pauly D. Not too shabby. What it do? A reserve driver for my league here starting on his hot lap. So let's view his onboard. Yeah, he recently joined, I think, Kronik, and I reached out to him like, hey, you know, my league races on Sunday. You're a Mexican. I'm a Mexican. Wouldn't it be kind of cool, compadre? Wouldn't it be kind of fucking cool, compadre, if we race, or if you come and join my league, you know, Mexican-owned kind of thing. I think what it do said he also owns a company. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. So, hey, two Mexican-owned, mine's not really a company, but two Mexican-owned enterprises is what we'll say. Gotta collaborate, you know what I mean? Pa la patria, pa la patria. Minted! New fastest lap, faster than Rockstar by 0.2 of a second. I'm angry. I'm angry. No, I actually like to see this. Rockstar will have some sort of competition in this race. I love to see it. Chavito. The only driver so far without a valid qualifying lap. So struggling a little bit. Same thing with Herb Hoover and JC18. Struggling to maybe kind of control their car, which is fine. Again, beginner intermediate league, so everyone is welcome. It is all about having a good time. What to do with a 4/10 improvement, 118.447. Well done, what to do. Now ahead of F1 Original Pauly D. Super spectacular, my main man. Chronico about to finish his second hot lap, it seems like. It looks like he should improve here, but he's kind of holding that overtake through that corner, maybe forcing a little bit of tire spin. Not super, super ideal, but does finish with a 117.325. Good enough for 4th place. Much, much closer. Oh, wow. If you look at it, actually, from 3rd to 5th, those three are insanely close to each other as far as it comes qualifying times. So, you know, oh, I lied. Gold Killer improving down to a 117 flat. Who is in front of him? So he's done with his hot lap. It is a kick, so it is that CDN guy. It seems like he's on an outlap. Yes, he is on an outlap. So these two not really in each other's way. One of them on an in, one of them on an out. In, out, in, out, in, out, if you get what I mean. Yeah, boy. You know what I mean. I know you know what I mean. You're not stupid. I'm stupid. But I wonder, is anybody on a hot lap? Yes, bro Joshua on a hot lap. Really pushing the curb there. Here, let's get out of the onboard. Let's get some cool, nice visuals. Let me also peek at these audio levels. I'm not sure if to up the volume of the game. Me. Nah, I think it's fine. I could up whenever I'm in this broadcast mode, but whenever I switch onto onboard, obviously the game gets a lot louder, and so it's like trying to find a balance between the two. But let's get some more cool Ferrari visuals. A lot of people thinking that Ferrari may... it's the endless cycle, you know, of the Ferrari, of the Tifosi. You know, that endless loop. It's going to be our year. Oh, we suck. Wait, we can actually maybe do it. Oh, we suck. It's our year, and so on and so forth. So maybe it is their year, but maybe it also is not, like it hasn't been in a long time. So, bro Joshua improving to a 117.3, 4 tenths and a half improvement into fourth place. Well done there, bro Joshua. Chiavito just electing to stay in the pits, it seems like, to save his tire set. Herb Hoover on an outlap. I think he should have enough time. Yes, he should have enough time to make it across the finish line to start his last second hot lap. Same thing with JC. Oh, JC already invalidated. What are we doing? JC, harvest your battery. You're not on a qualifying lap. Harvest your battery so you can go again on the next one. JC, no! No! Wait, he's harvesting out. No, he's not. Unfortunate for JC. JC will have to be happy with what his lap is. There is a car behind him. It is a Haas of... No, it is a different Haas. It is iConstipated. Also harvesting. Will want to leave enough room in front of him so that he does not risk getting impeded by JC18. But it doesn't seem like he's leaving much room. He's going to start his hot lap. But he has somebody directly in front of him. This may not bode well for iConstipated. He's going to have to spend time on this hot lap overtaking. Oh, no. He got out of the way. He got... Oh! A little bit of help from that V-carb of JC8. JC8... 18. I keep saying 8. JC18 helping out the opponents. Helping out the other drivers. So maybe if in some way iConstipated can make that up to him. So one thing I will say, the hot lap ERS mode is very commonly frowned upon just because it is very, very commonly, in 90% of cases, the worst setting to put for your battery, as it is very inefficient. You might as well just stay in medium and manually control your overtake button and your overtake mode, as well as on this track specifically. It's very important also to go into none for those very technical corners in Sector 1. But iConstipated about to cross the finish line with his last second. Disqualified JC8. It looks like he spun and then just started going backwards for too long. But iConstipated improving to a 116.9, essentially, improving by 1.3 seconds. Very, very well done. Super spectacular there, iConstipated, to make his way up into P3 at the end of this qualifying. Gold Killer, another racer on their very last second, hot lap. Rockstar. It sounds like he might have gotten it impeded again. There was somebody facing the wall as soon as he went into that very high speed chicane in Sector 3, at the start of Sector 3. Gold Killer improving to a 116.7, but not enough to get ahead of Rockstar nor Minted, but enough to be in P3. iConstipated 4th, Chronico 5th, Bro Joshua 6th, that CDN guy, Smiley Face, what's up Smiley Face, Mr. Cheetos, and Spyros Beck. That should be it. That should be everybody's qualifying session. I do believe. Yep, everybody has crossed the finish line. So I don't know what the game is doing at the moment. Oh, it's because F1 Pauly D hasn't retired yet, but he's in the pit, so I feel like the game should recognize that he's not going to come out because he can't come out of the pits. I don't know. I don't know. Very interesting for the game. Well, there we go. So, there we have it. Minted. Fastest. Of course, dude. Rockstar, I hate him, dude. I hate him. He somehow qualifies faster on mediums. It's just a thing he does. But it does kind of mess with his... I can hear you hearing me, Rockstar. You're a bum. Oh, he muted himself again. Damn it. But let me just snap this. They're using the companion app. So it's not exactly necessary for me to do this, but was on purpose, you absolute bozo. But he is qualifying second place. So if you lose, you're banned. You're fired as an admin in my league. Just letting you know. Yeah, I heard Rockstar. I heard what happened. Yeah, I don't know. I think I know who it was, but it's up to you. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. You handle that. You got that. But let's see. I need to have the Discord up just to make sure I'm not missing any important messages. Seems like everything is fine and dandy. Rockstar, that is not what I said, you bozo. I can hear that. That's not what I said. I said that you said that you binned it, pal. Better listening ears, pal. All right. Um. Okay. Seems like I'm not missing out on any important information. So yeah, just waiting for them to get the race start. They, as is standard for many leagues, couple minutes, let people set their tire pressures, strategy changes, all that good jazz. I can hear them talking their strategy. I will not say. I don't want to give any of the stream watchers any sort of an advantage listening to what is Rockstar's strategy. See, I don't know what Rockstar's getting all worked up about. He literally said in my Twitch chat, "I been P1 last lap," and that's what I read. That's what I read. I read that he binned it. So get off my case, pal. Go back to focusing on your race. All right. I, I absolutely love Australia. It's one of my favorite tracks. I feel very confident at it. It's pretty straightforward for the most part. But I do genuinely really love this track. Oh man, dude, I can feel that indigestion. I can see Joe Bear is in here. Joe, what's up, pal? Joe. Joe, if you're listening, you're my pookums. Go get Mac to join the stream, Joe. Come on. I'm just kidding. Mac does what he wants. Oh man. Oh man, dude. I can feel my stomach just struggling to contain what was the heat of that Chipotle. Whew. Um, I do wonder if they have a formation lab. I think they do. I'm pretty sure I saw them talking about um, a formation lab, and one person who's a little more of a beginner was very concerned. Um, all right. Seems like everybody has been told to ready up, so they should be readying up here shortly. So we should be starting very, very soon. Oh man, dude, I'm tired. I'm screepy. My brain is getting all fuzzy. I'm hoping this race is exciting to to kind of wake me up, jolt me awake. Kind of like going to a prostate exam. Like if you schedule it early morning. Um, yeah, okay, formation lab, perfect. But as I was saying, if it's like early morning, you might kind of be asleep when you first get there. Like say eight in the morning. You're a little like drowsy. You're a little kind of you don't want to get up, and then as soon as that finger goes in, you're like, oh, whoa! It kind of wakes you right up. That's kind of what that Chipotle has done to my stomach, and then hopefully this race, oh, I can hear them talking about it. But yeah, yeah. Hopefully this race is exciting enough that it wakes me up, just like that finger during the prostate exam. Not speaking from experience, obviously, but you know. Um, Primarily hard tires starts. Rockstar in second place, starting on the mediums, then followed by hard tires. So very much looking forward to making up as much ground and as much time on everybody as possible. As the next medium runner is in sixth place. Right. Now, I don't want to distract myself too much with them talking in the background, so I'm gonna have to drop them down. I may not be able to hear them really anymore, but this is the race. This is where it really matters. This is when it really counts. Sorry, boys. Shut up, Bacon. I heard that. But did someone just spin? I think somebody did just spin, but they're okay, I think. Dude, my throat and my chest are like fighting for their lives right now. Ugh! It's okay. I'll make it through. Oh, man. Alright, well, they are reforming the grid. Oh my god, Rockstar is such an F1 noob. He doesn't know about lining up on the grid kind of at an angle to get an advantage going into, see like here, if you're on that right side, you maybe angle to the left to give yourself an advantage. What an absolute idiot. How does he not know that? Rockstar, you're a bum. I will say though, he is the GOAT of dirt racing apparently. He has won several tournaments on like virtual tournaments on the dirt racing game. So, maybe not an F1 expert, but definitely a dirt racing expert. So gotta give him kudos for that. Tires, or not tires, but lights coming on. They are off. We are off. This is Kronik Racing. This is Kronik Racing. Week 3, my first time ever commentating for them. Going into turn 1 here at Australia. What will we see? Carnage? Carnage? Clean! We're clean through! That is beautiful to see. That is always super spectacular to see. Let's get a little bit of frontline reporting here. Chronico dropping from 5th to 8th place. Rockstar still in 2nd. I don't know any other positions that have changed. I don't really want to bring them up too soon, but position change, position change. Smiley face up 3 positions. What it do? Gaining positions. What is going on? People are going absolutely ham. Rockstar trailing really closely to Minted ahead of him already. I know Rockstar's setup. I know he put pretty low rear wings. There's a safety car already. Virtual. It is Spyro. Spyro spinning out, bringing out a virtual safety car. Ooh, I'm not going to lie. I think Minted really got saved by that. It looked like Rockstar was about to overtake Minted like halfway through the first lap. That CDN guy receiving already a 10-second time penalty for ignoring the yellow flag. What are we doing back here, guys? What are we doing? When will this virtual safety car be coming to an end? This is kind of a long one, considering the Spyros is already... That CDN guy! And Minted! Minted with a drive-through penalty! There's no way. There's no way! Minted, already an insanely devastating mistake to make. Speeding under the drive-through penalty. Rockstar running off the track, being overtaken by Gold Killer. But really, what matters here is that he doesn't slip up too much, as he has more than a very good chance of continuing to win this race, as the leader, Minted, who was the fastest in qualifying, has received a drive-through penalty that is going to be absolutely horrific for Minted. He just needs to stay focused, get through it, because I mean, he's going to have to serve it within the next 3 laps. And so, I don't know. What does he do in this situation? I think he's just kind of fucked, if I'm being completely honest with you. He's going to have to do his best to just kind of get through it, as he is being overtaken by Gold Killer. No, he is not, but a move attempted there. Rockstar, stop cutting the corners. You're looking bad for FSR. Stay within track limits. But race kind of heating up as we are in a essentially 6-way battle for the lead at the moment, as it goes from Minted all the way down to Bro Joshua. Bro Joshua kind of slipping up, losing a little bit of time on Smiley Face up ahead. The rest of the drivers are very, very close to each other. Will be receiving DRS after this lap, I think, because of the virtual safety car. Are they getting DRS? They are already getting DRS. The virtual safety car did not reset DRS. So, fastest lap being set by Smiley Face. What an absolute legend. Rockstar still in 3rd, still chasing very close to Gold Killer. Wants to get ahead of these hard tire runners as soon as possible before their tires get up to temperature, as he has the tire advantage. He has the grip advantage. Oh, man. Oh, I just threw up a little. Dude, I am fighting for my life. The rest of the grid actually kind of separating from each other aside from Mick. Mick very close to JC18 ahead of him, and as soon as I say that, he's actually kind of separating. So right now the only real battles are between first to fifth place, as Bro Joshua has completely slipped up and fallen way behind the pace of the front 5 drivers. Yeah, you can really tell. Somebody already pitting. Chronicle pitting may have received some sort of damage during the virtual safety car. Rockstar, come on, focus. Focus up. I believe. I believe. Come on. You're losing positions. Minted getting back ahead of Gold Killer, but not really much of a consequence to that. Rockstar through ahead of Gold Killer. This battling is intense. Rockstar kind of struggling through that slow turn there to the left, but yep, there goes. Rockstar has binned it. I still believe in him. There's still so much time to go, but Rockstar, we cannot be doing that. I believe, though. I believe, Rockstar. Stay headstrong. I believe. I believe in you wholeheartedly. JC18 maybe making a move on Minted ahead of him down this DRS straight. They don't have DRS, though. Or maybe it was the very end of the DRS zone. But JC18 ahead of his teammate Minted now. They have swapped positions. Rockstar catching up very quickly to Bro Joshua up ahead of him. Going around the outside, going the long way, has more speed, immediately overtaking, and has DRS over Bro Joshua. Bro Joshua going to be struggling to keep up as Rockstar does have that DRS advantage through 2 zones back-to-back. So So very, very punishing to Bro Joshua there. I constipated, making a move up the outside of this tight right-hander. Now in first place. I constipated in first place. Gold Killer second. Smiley Face third. Top 3 fighting for position, fighting for the lead of the race. Where is Minted is in 11th place. I just realized they swapped positions. Minted through that drive-through penalty already in 11th. I wonder what his tire set is now. He has switched onto hards. Maybe a second set of hards. Chavito has left the session. Has he been booted? Maybe he got disconnected. I don't have him as a friend, so I can't even invite him, really. Ooh. We're seeing Rockstar maybe start to catch up. Bro Joshua still remaining kind of close to Rockstar, so he may be slowed down by Bro Joshua battling for P4 and kind of getting distracted in trying to catch up to the 3 leaders. But Smiley Face has a 3-second time penalty, so not great for him as he is fighting for the lead with a handicap as I Constipated making a move around the outside and, or no, Gold Killer did. I think. I don't even know what's going on. There is bumping. There's front wing damage. A little bit of an unsafe rejoin. Maybe not unsafe rejoin, but a little bit of an aggressive steer into the other driver. They are bumping. They are really shoving each other around. Let's settle down, guys. There's no need to get angry. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it absolutely clean as Rockstar is hunting very, very close behind now, shaving down what was the gap into 2 seconds instead of 3. Smiley Face now ahead, but with the 3-second time penalty, would have even a Rockstar jump him if the race were to end now, which it will not. There are still more than 20 laps to go. F1 Original Pauly D. Bro Joshua has retired from the session. There is a safety car. It seems like there has been a crash. Good lord. Whoa. Make sure you add Fabian on Discord. Dude, he's a bot. I told him to prove he's not a bot. He didn't. Also, I saw your message this year. So I'll be taking a look at that. I should have quite a bit of time tomorrow to kind of dedicate to catching up to some stuff that I need to get done. Most importantly, actually, probably figuring out an apartment to live in since I've officially ended my lease at my current apartment, and that'll end in like April. I don't have a place lined up yet. I kind of need to get on that. So that for sure a priority, but also the overlay thing you sent me. I do wanna look at that. So what's up, Pishira? I don't know if I can live with you in Italy, man. I have stuff to do. Hey, if I can find an aerospace job in Italy, more than happy to do that. But I don't have a passport actually, so it would kind of take over a year, wouldn't it? I don't know how long the passport process takes. I know people talk about how it takes a very long time, Oh shoot. Speaking of which, you guys here at Chronic Racing, most of you probably know Hashira, but he is Mr. Sugar Daddy. He pays me money to commentate for his PTRL league. They are super awesome. They're about to expand in their second season into, I think, yeah, into two tiers because they have had so many drivers just eager. Oh man, eager beaver to race for them. So very good league owner. Him, Deuces Ooses. I don't know who else actually is a mod for you guys or like an admin, but you guys run a very, very tight ship. Smiley face, what are we doing? Speeding in the pit lane. Rockstar pitting as well. He will be most likely switching onto the hards. No, he's going mediums onto his 30, his used mediums. He's look. I heard him earlier saying, "Oh, Fridge doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, I know my strategy. I know what I'm doing." Ooh. Well, you better prove it, pal. So let's see. The hard runners at the moment. Where's the stops? Yeah. So the front three have yet to stop. Smiley Face has taken a stop. Original Pauly D has not. Rockstar with the stop. Mick, nope. Chivito, and so on and so forth. So Rockstar, uh, honestly pretty happy with this safety car. He got the free pit stop and only lost what like two positions, and so very very well done strategy wise I think. So he's essentially going to be on a two stop, but he has this free first pit stop because of the safety car. Um, so actually a two stop, but essentially a one stop. As the rest of the cars will compress together here. So yes, the front three have not pitted. They are continuing what I'm assuming is a one-stop strategy. Bro Joshua has left the session. So Gold Killer, I think more than capable of doing a one-stop. I know him for sure. I don't know these other two, but considering that they are so they've garnered so many points through this season, they have to be pretty capable drivers, and so I think it's pretty safe to assume that are also on a one-stop strategy. On very much almost every 50% track or race, however you want to phrase it. Um, that is the meta strategy. Smiley Face entering the pits very late, not an ideal time to pit, as he may be losing more positions than he would have if had he pit earlier. But what is done is done. Well, yeah, he can't serve his time penalty, can he? Or does it because it was a speed? Yes, because it was a speeding and not something else. Yep. That does make sense. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just eavesdropping on what the Rockstar and a friend of ours is talking about. I do believe he is on a sound strategy. I don't want to talk too much more about what people are running, to not give him like any kind of an unfair advantage. Chivito back disconnected from the session. I don't know what is going on with him, and he's received another 10-second time penalty. I think no, his first. But that was his AI driving, dude. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. He is really struggling to be in this lobby. Seems maybe like we will have yet another lap of safety car. Reinitiate lap 9 with 21 laps to go. Alright, I guess while we're here, I might as well look at what Mr. Hashira sent me. Um, yes, I know exact. Whenever you first sent me that link, Hashira, if you're still here, I guess I can check if you're still here. You are. Whenever you first sent me that link about overlays, I saw this exact thing. It does look very, very nice, and I'm pretty sure you can mess with it. So you can obviously, you know, customize it and all that. So I'll definitely be looking into that to further elevate my streams. So very much appreciated, Hashira. You were the goat, as many would say. Um, let's see. Are there any other messages that I need to catch up on? No. Seems like I'm not missing out on any important notifications, so we are good. I hear them slandering me as I speak. I mean, not much for me to go talk about. I mean, what do I talk about during the safety car? My mind is kind of blank at the moment, surprisingly. Oh, well, I guess you Kronik guys, you guys get to hear about it first, but okay, I'll talk about it fast. I'm looking to diversify my my Twitch portfolio. I may start playing, I don't know, maybe Rocket League, Trackmania. I used to be pretty good at Trackmania at some point. Chevito back in the session. Maybe even PGA 2K25. I used to be very good at that game. So maybe trying to diversify a little bit. Um, so yeah, I don't know. If there's anything you guys think would work very well for me to stream, just let me know, man. I'm not gonna say money is no object, but it's more so I feel I'm very subject. I'm very prone to impulse buying. So there's that. All right. We are about to return to race pace as Mr. E Fizzle kind of off to a really slow start, slowing everybody else behind him down at this restart. Gold Killer really getting the advantage of whatever was a really bad restart by E Fizzle as Rockstar gaining a position. Come on, give me a better angle like this. There we go. Rockstar up into 4th place now after this race restart. Gold Killer far and above away everybody else because of what was E-Fizzle's really slow race restart. Really costing the field behind the opportunity to kind of maintain proximity to Gold Killer. Gold Killer, one of the better drivers of this league. Rockstar surrounded by very used hards or fresh hards. Looking to already overtake around this very fast section of the track up the inside of E Fizzle. Just not quite fast enough. Oh, this is tight, man. This is tight. Chevito also very close behind, but he looks like he's still being driven by AI. Back of the grid, we are seeing JC18 trying to overtake through the ghost of Chevito. Oh my god, I constipated. Switching places with his teammate through that, not a hairpin, but the very tight technical right-hander. Here near the end of Sector 3. Dude, I am I need to do vocal exercises. I need to be able to me. DRS enabled once again. So Rockstar closing in very rapidly. I think for sure his wing setup is much lower downforce than some of these other drivers, and so during these straights and during these fast sections of the track, he has a significant advantage as he kind of tries to poke his nose through. Not quite successful, but holding a better inside line. Really close. Can he get better traction here against the is E-Fizzle one of the more used? Yes, he is on moderately used hard tires. So right now Rockstar should have the traction advantage. Just needs to take advantage of it here down this very fast section of the track at Sector 2. And will have DRS, so this should be easy pickings. There he goes around the outside, taking the apex. Yes, he has gone clean through. Rockstar is back into P3. JC18 also making a move on the Haas of F1 Original Poly D. Seems like Smiley Face maybe will be able to make a move as well on Chevito. Back in the lobby, it seems like no more AI. Kind of faking a move to the inside, not sending it, you know, maybe electing to fight another day, electing to maybe make it in a smarter place, as this Aston Martin ahead is really struggling. Slowed down Chevito, maybe trying to avoid a collision, and now Smiley Face ahead of Chevito. We are seeing DRS now through this pit straight. Constipated, not quite close enough to make that overtake into the chicane of turn 1, turn 2. But very close. Will have DRS once again. Should be overtaking. Yes, overtaking Mr. E-Fizzle. E-Fizzle really falling down the standings as we go. Chronico retired from the session. What has happened to Chronico? Rockstar pit, yes. So there was a safety car, and Rockstar pit onto his used mediums from qualifying. But so far, it is working perfectly as he is up against moderately used and brand new hard tires, so he has the traction advantage. What's up, Dustin? Dustin, one of the other admins for my league, very very good friend of ours. So we're what has happened? Rockstar back into second, but getting a 3-second time penalty. Rockstar, I told you, you need to watch your track limits. It's normal track limits, but you absolutely cannot be doing that, especially because it's not just you. You know, everybody's on the normal track limits, and so they don't. You know, I don't know. It's just on strict track limits. Maybe you can hope that other people get time penalties, but on normal, you have to be kind of egregiously crossing over those lines to get a time penalty in that scenario. Smiley Face will have DRS on Mr. Cheetos in the Red Bull. Should be a free overtake for Smiley Face. I don't have telemetry on. Oopsies, forgot about that. Yep, easy overtake on Mr. Cheetos behind. Mr. Cheetos, I blatantly saw that corner cutting. What are we doing? Keep it under control. Minted closing in on Rockstar, as well as Constipated closing in on Minted. Very, very close. Rockstar is catching up very slowly to Gold Killer. I wonder what Gold Killer's wing setup was, as I haven't really seen too much to contextualize what his setup is, whether it be slightly higher wings or slightly lower wings, but it seems like might be slightly more downforce or very similar to Rockstar, as not much time being lost. Very, very similar pace down the very fast section of the track. Look at this camera angle, man. Oh, I almost died. Oh, that hurt. CDN guy overtake through the chicane, really forcing the Aston Martin kind of wide and off the track there a little bit. Looks to have been kind of clean, no contact, but maybe a little unsporting, unsure. I joined late. I'm not a steward, you know, not up to me. I'm just here to talk, yap about the race. I constipated DRS on Minted. Minted also with DRS, but less battery. Maybe setup difference here too, as making a move. No. Deciding to stay behind. Is there another safety car? There is another safety car. No, it's a virtual. I don't know what is going on in this race, man. Herb Hoover already very likely being lapped very, very shortly by half of the field. Several people going into the pits right now. This, I think, very well to the advantage of Rockstar, allowing him to extend his medium stint on these used medium tires from qualifying. But at the same time, I feel like it benefits the hard runners as well, as it makes the one-stop more viable. But, I don't know, Rockstar has been able to make a little bit of a comeback into P2 from what was his slip-up very early on in the race. I think it was maybe, what, lap 3, lap 2? Drive-through penalty for Chivito. Okay, only for Chivito and Herb Hoover. Nobody else getting any kind of a drive-through penalty. Rockstar will have DRS. Minted. What happened to Minted? Seemingly losing control, it looks like, as he dropped several positions. It looked like 4 positions there. As we return to race pace after the virtual safety car, Rockstar should have DRS. Yes, he will, down this straight. Has more battery saved up than Gold Killer, and very similar setups. So this is going to come down to pure racecraft and battery management. Very important on this track. Not the hardest thing to manage, but definitely very, very important. JC18 will have the double DRS on Mr. eFizzle. Should be able to gain a significant gap on him. Rockstar, same thing, had a double DRS. Now very, very close to Gold Killer. I mean, is Australia not exciting to watch? Come on, guys. Double DRS zones, 2 of them. You know, if you can time a move perfectly, you can have DRS through both zones after overtaking somebody, so then they are absolutely stuck. They're sitting ducks. They're dead geese. Roadkill, some might say. That CDN guy maybe making a move on Mr. Cheetos up ahead of him. Not quite, but through this straight may very well be able to, with the help of DRS and a lot of battery saved up. But Mr. Cheetos actually having more battery saved up, just not using any. He's not using any. Oh, I changed to the wrong guy. But that CDN guy is now ahead of Mr. Cheetos. I pressed the wrong button. Apologies. I constipated, Rockstar, and Gold Killer fighting for the lead right now. They will all have to pit. There's no way. Actually, I constipated my... No, it's going to be very rough. Rockstar! Choosing to pit now. I like that. I like that. Go onto his hards and essentially undercut the rest of the field, or the other front runners. Constipated may not need to pit, but it's going to be very rough for him to last the rest of the race on those hard tires. Gold Killer will need to pit at some point. JC18, same boat as I. Constipated may not have to pit, but it'll be very tough for him to last this entire race. Fizzle Minted definitely will need to pit. Dude, look at the number of penalties. I mean, we're talking about normal track limits, I think, and there's this many penalties. I mean, is it strict? I might be wrong. Maybe it's strict, but yeah, it looks like Rockstar should be able to make these hard tires last the rest of the race, and the people up in front of him will very likely need to pit once again. So, pretty decent strategy it seems like for Rockstar. And really no battles going on at the moment. Everybody just kind of on their own, in their own island. But Minted actually does get DRS here on Mr. Fizzle up ahead of him. Smiley Face gaining a lot of time on Minted. I guess he may have also had the DRS. Herb Hoover in the pit. Another 3-second time penalty for Spyros. Smiley Face. Several people, Gold Killer, Fizzle, both electing to pit. Very smart decisions there. They were going to have to pit at some point. Might as well do it as soon as possible. Probably switching onto mediums. Yes. Gold Killer switching onto mediums. Same with Mr. Fizzle. They will make... Herb Hoover, what are we doing? Settle down, Herb Hoover. Smiley Face has spun and taken front wing damage. Rockstar, another 3-second time penalty. What are we doing? What are we doing? He's selling. He's absolutely selling his race. He, you know, when the brights are light, or the lights are bright, stadium lights, sunshine, sunshine, lollipops and rainbows. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But just really crumbling under the pressure right now, Rockstar. What are we doing, man? You had the pace. If you were able to keep it smooth and clean, it may have been one of the easiest, I think, at least podiums for you, as you were, what, top 3 in qualifying? Very rough. Very, very rough for Mr. Rockstar. Gold Killer switching with Mr. Cheetos. I didn't realize they were so close to each other. I didn't even see them. But Gold Killer now getting the DRS. Maybe some teamwork play going on between him and Mr. Cheetos for the benefit of Gold Killer. Mr. Cheetos maybe then trying to defend Rockstar behind. But just nowhere near in any position to really defend. Oh, he kind of cuts across him. What are we doing? Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean. Let's settle down. Let's settle down. As Rockstar does make it in front of him. Now, chasing. The Gold Killer up ahead. Minted, pitting. Smiley Face staying out. Or actually, no, he's, yes, staying out still. So, the front 3 will have to run 20 laps total on their hards. Gonna be absolutely ridiculous. Have they not stopped yet? They have stopped. Okay, everybody has stopped at least once. So from here on out, it's how long can they make their tires last. Minted will have 11 laps on those mediums. Not super optimal, but or maybe it's pretty close to optimal, I would say. Mr. Cheetos as well, pitting. So really, the only person that Rockstar needs to worry about ahead of him, ignoring time penalties, of course, is Gold Killer, as he has fresh mediums, and he is 2.5 seconds behind him. So that is who he needs to worry about as far as positions up ahead. As well as Gold Killer, 0 penalties, JC18, 0 penalties, I Constipated, 0 penalties. As how is Gold Killer up ahead of him? I swear, they're not even close to each other, and then they're being overtaken. It has to be people just kind of losing control and losing traction and dropping several seconds very, very quickly. I Constipated pitting right now. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Yes, he knows his situation. He knows that he can't possibly make those hard tires last. Needs to pit as soon as possible. Same thing with JC18. So now we shall see these guys who pitted earlier hitting a little bit of an undercut, gaining those time positions. Smiley Face still out. I don't think he can make those tires last that long. It's gonna be very, very difficult. Gold Killer setting the new fastest lap of the race on fresh mediums. I hear Rockstar has picked up yet another warning. What are we doing, man? Keep it smooth. I believe in you. Come on. 12 positions gained for JC18. Very spectacular. 7 for Smiley Face right now, who is in the lead, but I don't know. He can stay out, but it does not look good for him, as it I think Gold Killer is picking up time on him as we speak. Let's get a little bit of cool visuals of this race. Very clean aesthetics, non-HUD racing. And you know what? Let's get a little bit of ASMR since there's not too many battles going on. Let me up the game audio. All right, that should do it. Herb Hoover, control your car, pal. We can't keep racking up penalties like this. All right, what have I missed with no HUD? Smiley Face, 6-second time penalties. Rockstar, 6-second, and several time penalties for everybody, everywhere, all at once. Um, Rockstar is closing in very quickly on Constipated up ahead of him. Gold Killer, maybe, I think he has gained some time on Smiley Face up ahead of him. Constipated kind of sandwiched between Gold Killer and Rockstar. Oh, I gotta turn down the game audio now. Back to where it was. Sorry, game. All right. Excuse me. But yeah, really no battles going on. It's just kind of islands. Everybody's on their own island, it seems like. I mean, I see what it do close behind Mr. Cheetos, but not really closing in on him. So what is that, a Mercedes and a Red Bull? I see them. They're at the very back. Oh, Herb Hoover has definitely been lapped by now. He, I think, is ending Sector 3 almost. Okay, Rockstar very aware of the situation. It sounds like he knows that Smiley Face up ahead has to pit and is aware that he would, on track is essentially third true race position. But with this time second penalties, it is looking very, very rough. That CDN guy up ahead of the Mercedes. I guess I wasn't paying attention to that, but overtaking on his fresh mediums should have the advantage over Spyros for the rest of this race. Maybe not too concerned with him behind, unless Spyros really pulls something out of a magic hat. Gold Killer overtaking down this fast section of the track. Ahead now in the race lead, overtaking Smiley Face of the Aston Martin. Very, very well done, Gold Killer. JC18 also overtaking Rockstar. With the help of DRS, it seems like. Ooh, Rockstar, what are we doing? What are we doing? JC18 does have the fresher hards, so, unfortunate for him. Unfortunate for him. Smiley Face really looking to make up ground after being overtaken. Will have DRS down these two straights, so maybe can maybe not overtake and regain the lead, but at the very least stay very, very close to Gold Killer up ahead of him. Rockstar has the double DRS on JC18 up ahead, but kind of slipping behind, it seems like. Not really able to stay very close to him and stay within a striking distance. It seems like, in my opinion, Gold Killer, the favorite to win right now, will only have to make it another 6.5 laps on those mediums. Very, very doable. What is that, like 11, 12 laps? There's another safety car. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is interesting to say the least. Gold Killer, or not Gold Killer, but Smiley Face with the free pit stop here is going to lose positions, but how long will the safety car last is the question. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what people should do. Do they pit for softs? That's what Rockstar's discussing right now. I don't. I can see that being the option. It's gambling on the safety car lasting a very long time, though. It is a gamble, and if you decide to take it, then, I can imagine that's what Smiley Face is going to do. Yes, Smiley Face on the softs. Rockstar also switching onto the softs. Everybody else deciding to stay out. Um, where will... Ooh, Rockstar not losing any more positions, really. As eFizzle also pitting onto the softs. And so there was a big enough gap between 7th and 8th, and thereon, therefore, or so on and so forth, that they got that free pit stop and lost maybe 2 to 3 positions at most. Uh, so this is going to look rough. Depending on how long the safety car lasts, it's looking very rough for the 4 front runners of Gold Killer, I Constipated, JC18, and Minted. Especially JC18 on the hards. He's going to be going up against moderately worn in medium tires and fresh softs, as the rest of the back of the field is also pitting onto the softs. So since everybody's going to be so far spread out, I can see the safety car lasting at least 4 laps, honestly. Um, this has been a race absolutely riddled with safety cars, and seemingly none from racing incidents. Mostly, I don't know, just people spinning out, kind of sitting on the track and in a dangerous position. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't caught anything. I haven't seen anything that would be like, oh, that's why a safety car came out. So, I don't know. I don't know. But what the front 3 do have the advantage of is they do not have any time penalties. So, Minted in 4th, but 3-second time penalty. Smiley Face, 6 seconds. Rockstar, 6 seconds. Mr. E, Fizzle, that CDN guy, 3 seconds. And Spyro's back with 6 seconds. But Spyro's back, I mean, 18 seconds behind at the moment. This has been a pretty lopsided, or a pretty split field. Ooh, seems like somebody was involved in a racing incident. Just not in my view. Let me tell you what, the Chipotle like juice drinks also super awesome. Yeah, Rockstar, you do suck. Absolute bump. Come on, buddy. I believe. Come on. I believe. I mean, the 6 seconds is really, really hurting, but you never know. It's not over till it's over. You know what I mean? But yeah, very, very rough doing for you. Alt strat 47 and a half. Oh man, this is plan ZZ. Ooh, somebody seemingly claiming to have been taken out 3 times in the first 10 laps and taking damage on the front wing all 3 times. I better see some racing incidents being submitted. Um, there's no way. There is no way. That's so unfortunate. All right, how many more laps of the safety car will we see? As Chavito, What It Do, and Mr. Cheetos will be looking to catch up to the pack. You know, I will take this free time to once again advertise my own league. You guys, we are looking to expand into tier 2. Wait, I gotta put on my advertiser voice. my white man advertiser voice. Hey, you. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. Are you interested in joining another somewhat beginner-friendly oriented league? Well, welcome to Fridge's School of Racing, FSR, also known as, a little bit of a nickname, Fridge Sucks at Racing. Well, what do we have for you? We have hoping to expand into a second tier of slightly more inexperienced drivers looking to learn and get used to the league setting in a kind of comfortable and laid back atmosphere. Now, let me tell you what, we 100, 1,000, 2,000, 9,000,000% have a very laid back atmosphere in even our tier 1. So, if you're looking to join another league, we run on Sundays. Very likely, we will be running next season in 2 weeks. So, not March 8th, March 15th, I do believe, is the Sunday, 2 weeks from now. It'll be somewhere between 12 and probably 2 p.m. Our race start time. So kind of middle of the day to accommodate both Western U.S. racers and European, even Central European time, as that is 7 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. Safety car coming in this lap. So wrapping up my advertisement here for FSR, you know, you should join. You should join. Reach out to me. Reach out to Kronik. I think it's even posted in the leagues he supports. Yes, it is. I see it on the Discord. Check out that channel, leagues I support. The Kronik Racing League Discord if you are interested in joining FSR. Oh man, but yeah, we are about to resume racing here at Australia. Um, oh, I forget Albert Park. I think it's what it's called. I always forget. I always think of St. James Park, but that's the Newcastle Stadium. I'm pretty sure. So not quite what the track is called, but we will see here. Turn one, or the last turn. Aston Martin getting a very good start, looking to overtake the Ferrari up ahead, but so far no moves being made, all straight line. V-Carb looking to go up the inside maybe of this V-Carb up ahead of him. No such luck. Spyros picking up a time penalty. Everybody's still kind of close together. I see Rockstar fan, or Rockstar Slam up the outside, bumping the V-Carb a little bit, but not able to gain any positions. Looked very poised to gain a position, but just not quite able to. Still stuck in 6th place. Everybody else kind of still a little spread out. That CDN guy battling very closely with Spyros, but CDN guy seemingly losing a little bit of control and losing out on a lot of time. Smiley Face very, very close, within 3/10. Same as Rockstar. Rockstar very close to the car up ahead. We will have, as soon as this lap ends, 3 laps of DRS racing. Very, very powerful tool here in Australia. Spyros, 3-second time penalty again. Let's get rid of these penalties. I want to see the tires. Smiley Face, softs, minted, used mediums. Everybody on the front 3 used tires. Rockstar, E-Fizzle, Spyros, brand new softs essentially, because they were they've only been under the safety car for those tires. So he should have, all these soft runners should have 1,000% a grip advantage, as Smiley Face seemingly without DRS really pushing the V-Carb up ahead. No such luck. He's taking a time penalty. He's taking a time penalty. 9 seconds on Smiley Face. That's essentially a million positions that he would be giving up. Rockstar making another move up the outside on this turn, really forcing that V-Carb into the apex, and has now made that clean, a little tight overtake, but now in 5th. He is looking to move ahead of Smiley Face, as Smiley Face does have those time penalties, and you know, kind of a non-factor. He just needs to make sure he gets ahead of him as soon as possible. Will have DRS. No, he will not. Why is there another yellow flag? Is that the game bugging? It is the game bugging, but he just doesn't have the battery. I'm surprised he didn't get the DRS. Maybe mistiming that move. Ah, that is unfortunate for him, as he is kind of a sitting duck now. 1.2 seconds behind of the front 4. Without the help of DRS. The front 4 in a DRS train will have the advantage on the rest of the field behind, unless Rockstar is able to catch back up and get back within DRS range as soon as possible. ASAP, ASAP, ASAP. ASAP Rocky. What's up, Chronico? Greatest commentator in the game. I love to hear it, dude. I am doing my best. Super grateful for you to, ask me to commentate for your league. Super awesome. Definitely a more beginner intermediate level, but still very exciting driving, as it seems to be that there is a good kind of bunching of skill. As Gold Killer, maybe. Oh, this is getting tight. We are seeing 4 cars, a 2x2 formation, as I see somebody joining FSR, very likely from my advertisement. Let's go! Woo! Yay! And a raid from Chronico. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know what that means really. I just know that it's a cool thing. Thank you, Chronico. Woo! Yay! Woohoo! But yeah, I mean, it's part of running a league. Rockstar now in 4th place. Oh, but he has taken front wing damage and kind of bumping into Aston Martin. But I don't know. Maybe a little bit of bias, but it looks like a racing incident as he was recovering from a different contact collision. Oh, what's up, Yeto viewer? Let's go, Chronico. Let's go, Chronico's viewer. Woo, yay! But we are seeing very exciting racing here at the end of this race as the front three, no time penalties on used tires, electing to stay out after the very late safety car, seemingly the right choice to make, unless Rockstar, with his 6-second time penalties, can overcome his time penalties. Very unlikely, though, as we are on the last lap of racing. And Rockstar, with the 6-second time penalty, um, dude, he's gonna slip behind these three cars behind him as they only have 3-second time penalties, and so he is looking at essentially P7 right now in this race. Unfortunate. Just needed to keep it within track limits. Not exactly what he wanted to see, but let's see if I can kind of get a good view of this battle. Why is your boy bumping Smiley so much? I don't know, man, but it looked like there was a lot of bumping and grinding and kind of twerking going on into that high-speed chicane, and so a little bit of just kind of a chain reaction, it seemed like. So I don't know. Racing incident, if it gets clipped, if it gets reported, stewards will be on it. I'm just here to commentate the racecraft. I'm just here for the racing as Rockstar looking to make a move on the Red Bull of Gold Killer. Almost side by side. Nope. Red Bull defending well, taking the inside of that corner. We shall see. JC18, it seems like, coming across here. If he can keep it through this dangerous last corner. Minted, last minute overtake. Mr. E Fizzle seemingly spun out, it looks like. But JC18, winner here in Australia. I constipated second, Gold Killer third. Rockstar crossing fourth, but because of his time penalties, slipping back to P6. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse, but he gets P6 even after those time penalties. Gold Killer once was, I think, the favorite to win the race, but with the safety car, it seems like JC18 able to take the biggest, or fully take advantage of the situation and win the Australian Grand Prix. Week 3 of Kronik Racing League. Tight racing. It was like 3-4 laps of racing. Yes, it was like 4 laps, I think. After a safety car, late safety car, race riddled by safety cars. Not exactly what you want to see, but race galore there was. So the game giving JC18 driver of the day, I think. Fastest lap going to Gold Killer, I think. 17th to race win. Is he Max Verstappen? No, he's JC18. But now let me ping who I want to interview. So who is JC18? Who is JC18 in Discord? I'm not gonna interview Bacon Guy. I can hear him. You know what? Bias. I'm interviewing Rockstar. I'm gonna tell people to go into off-topic discussions VC as a waiting room. Gold Killer can't join. Okay. At constipated. Constipated as well for interview. I can hear that, Bacon. I don't want to hear it. So that would be Constipated, Gold Killer, and Rockstar. Or no, Constipated, JC18, and Rockstar. I think that should be more than good enough. That'll be 3 people. So I want JC18 at Rockstar and Constipated in off-topic discussions VC as waiting room. Now let me join the commentator booth. And then let me change the chat. There we go. So you should be able to hear them whenever they're in there. Can I not hit hashtag off-topic discussions? That's the text channel. Okay. Rockstar, I guess I'm interviewing you first since you're a bum. Oh, wait, hold on. Rockstar, I guess I'm interviewing you since you slid in first like an absolute bum. How you doing, Rockstar?
Not very good. I did terrible.
Okay, hold on. I just need to turn you up for my volume. Okay. You're a bum. You know that? You're a bum.
It went bad.
Look, first race in a new league, surrounded by Canadians. I mean, you were talking about how it was a shock to you that that you were surrounded by so many Canadians, considering how many Americans we run in with in FSR. Um, was that a factor, or are you just a sell artist? Are you just a choker?
No, I some people told me to raise my wings going into the race, and I think I should have raised one of the wings a little bit, but yeah, just cooked myself. Just
Now,
went out there pretty early, came back, was in contention, and then just penalized myself too much.
I think I switched just a little late, and the camera angle wasn't great for it. Was there a little bit of a chain reaction in the high speed chicane, the 7-6 chicane that we like to call it?
Uh, yeah, there was. I ran the three cars in front of me were battling, and then I got around somebody and ran into the back of the guy in front of me, and then cooked my wing, and I
Yeah,
think
and
I got the
then
guy on
kind of
exit.
ran that Aston Martin a little off. Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw that. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. I think a fan of Smiley Face wasn't too happy, but I thought it was a chain reaction. I know how you race, but
yeah.
I
I
mean,
think the guy in front of me broke more than I expected him to,
mhm.
and then I ran into the back of him, and then I couldn't turn on exit because I cooked the wing, and yeah, I sent a message into the chat thing and apologized to him, but
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, good play. Respectful from Mr. Rockstar. Now, you are my biased interview pick, so gotta keep it short, you know. But
mhm.
um, what do you think of that FSR league,
um, it's all right. I ran better over there than I did here, so I kind of duped it over here. Got lock in
brother?
better.
Brother, you're an admin. You gotta talk a little better about it.
I did. I
No,
said
give me more.
it ran good over there. We
Give me
the
glaze.
four safety cars over here kind of cooked me a little bit, but
Yeah, I
that'll
mean
do it.
it's gonna happen with a little more beginner friendly leagues, but all right. Well, thank you, Rockstar. Next time you better do better or you're fired.
I think I'm fired anyways after that. You
All right, thank you so much, Rockstar. All right, let me get race winner JC18 next. So Kronik, I saw you. So you're WC. So at WC, uh, come into booth now. Thank you, Chronico. JC in only his second race. I can't move people. Come on. Oh, there we go. What is up? Just confirming, you're JC18, correct?
That is correct, yes.
All right, what is going on, my main man? So, Chronico has told me that this is only your second race here in Chronic Racing League.
It's my first actually. I'm on debut right now.
Oh, Chronico lied. So,
I did
first
a
race.
uh, I did a practice lobby with him the other day. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I mean, you're the one being interviewed. I've done my talking this whole commentary, you know. But
Yeah, absolutely.
so your first race, all right. Maybe you don't really know what to expect. Excuse me, Mick. We're in the middle of something here, pal. But what's up? Yeah, me too, man. Me too. All right. Anyways, so JC, as I was saying, so your first race, coming away with the win from what was 17th place on the grid. Was it strategy? Was it luck? Was it just absolute raw skill? You tell me.
Well, I do like starting in the back whenever I'm doing a new league, just kind of feel out the cleanliness of it, feel out the
Mm-hmm.
pace of it, and just kind of ease my way into it. I did end up getting damage lap one pretty bad. So that first safety car really helped me out. Always knew I was going to go double hards because the deg here is just so bad. And then was just on a good tire at the end of the race. The two
Mm-hmm.
guys in front of me on older mediums, and so I knew if I managed my battery well that I could, take an opportunity whenever it came to me and was able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere. Before that last safety car, I think I'm trying to remember. I have a really goldfish memory, but there were quite a few people who I was talking about maybe 5 laps before the last safety car came out, where they were going to have to pit or try to make their tires last 20 laps, which was insane. Um, where were you kind of a couple laps before the safety car?
Yeah, I think I was right around, well, when I pitted the second time, I pitted from second place. It was me and I constipated. And then I
Mm-hmm.
was back in, I want to say sixth or seventh. I knew I was on the freshest tires at that point, so I think I would have actually been in a better spot had that second safety car not come out.
Mm-hmm.
But was still able to capitalize on that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it looks like you also, again, more than half the field picking up a lot of track limit penalties, as well as some even getting speeding under virtual safety car, drive-throughs, a lot of different penalties. You guys up at the top able to keep it clean, and I'm sure looking behind you, seeing that there were people with penalties, kind of freed up your mind. Instead of worrying about two things, you were really only worried about the front.
Well, the thing with that was I mentioned I got damage on the first lap. I actually also got a double warning because I got hit off the track. So I was
Mm.
driving on two warnings for 28 laps there, which was extremely stressful. And then there was a Aston behind me on the last few laps there that was on brand new softs, and yeah, he had
Hmm.
penalties, but he was definitely quick and had a lot more downforce than me. So he was able to get close. So I was definitely
Yep.
worried about him as well.
Yep. Well, super awesome race, man. I mean, winning any race at any point doesn't matter how or when or why. Always, definitely something to be celebrated. Celebrated. Definitely something to be celebrated. What is your? How are you gonna celebrate? Are you going to celebrate? Is this just another day for you?
It's not just another day. I'm gonna celebrate with my fiance. Get to tell her the
Yeah.
good news that I won the race, which is great. All
Mhm.
eyes
Mhm.
now are on the constructors championship for the rest of the season. Feel like I got a good teammate with some pace.
Mhm.
Hopefully we can work together and get a constructors championship, and then the drivers will. It's gonna fall where it's gonna fall. I'm not too worried about that right now,
Mhm.
but would like to go after constructors this year.
I like to hear that. I like to hear that early season ambition. Well, congrats to you. You know, super awesome race. It was marred a little bit with the safety cars, but still some exciting racing to be had. Congrats. Thank you so much. Um,
Yeah, thank you for all you do. We appreciate you commentating and taking the time out of your night to do it.
oh, I love it. It's my own. It's my own fun. All right. Take
All right,
care,
well,
man.
thanks
Take
for the
care.
interview, man.
Yep. All right. One more. This should be third place, or is it second? Because Gold Killer. I can't remember where Gold Killer finished. What is up, Ryan? Jog my memory real quick, cause were you second or third? I know Gold Killer was the other one.
I was second.
Second. Okay, perfect. So second place, a bit of a long race with what was I think four slowdowns. I think it was two safety cars, two virtual safety cars. How does that kind of did that affect your rhythm, or do you feel like you kind of were able to take advantage of those breaks in the race?
I was able to take advantage. I had damaged the wing before the first safety car
Mm-hmm.
on Gold Killer, and then with that safety car coming out, I was able to pit, not lose too many spots. Plus,
Mm-hmm.
with a couple of the top runners staying out, I was on fresher tires at that point to
Yep.
catch
Yep.
back up. And then once the other ones came out again, then it became an even race again because we were all pitting around the same time. It
Mm-hmm.
just came down to what tires we had fresh at that point.
Yep. So I am curious. I guess I forgot to ask JC, but so before that last safety car, I was really looking at so without the safety car, you guys were on a great strategy, right? You were kind of going to be able to maximize the stint of the tires that you were on. I think you being on the mediums, correct?
Yeah, I was gonna say before that last safety car, I just pitted for those
Mm-hmm.
mediums, so those were only a lap or two old at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. So then my question is, was there a lot of diligence in or were you kind of questioning whether to stay out or to pit with that late safety car, or did you know deep down, I can hold off if they change onto the softs behind me as long as I hold my position?
Ideally, there was I think the one driver in front of me had a time penalty,
Mm-hmm.
and then I knew JC behind me he had fresher tires than I did. I know he pitted after I did. That's that late safety car kind of would have screwed me over because I had fresher tires than I
Mm-hmm.
had a lap or two fresher tires than Gold Killer, but and I was gaining on him I was about 2 seconds back at him with 9 to go, and then JC was about 3 seconds back at me with that same amount of time.
Hmm.
So it would have been a game of who catches who first and the DRS battle that ensued. But then with that late safety car, I contemplated coming in for the softs, but I felt like when I saw how many positions I would have lost, I probably would have lost 5 to 6 spots,
Hmm.
dropped back to seventh or eighth. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get back up there and compete even on the fresher tires with
Yep. Yep.
as few lapses that we had.
Yep. And looking at it in hindsight, you might have not even lost any positions, maybe just the one, because everybody behind you did switch onto the softs. Now, with hindsight, do you think maybe the softs would have been smarter, or are you still happy with what was your decision?
I'm still happy with the decision because again, I mean, there's no way of knowing,
Hmm.
what those guys behind me are going to do. And I mean, if I pit and they stay out, then I'm battling through the field to catch back up there again. If I stay, if I stay out, then I'm still right there in P2. I was kind of gauging what was Gold Killer going to do,
Hmm.
and then I could see that he was waiting to see what I was gonna do. So we kind of stood there at each other for a minute when he was in front of me, and then once he stayed out, I was like, we just gotta stay out at that point. I won't be able to catch back up to him. He had good pace today. If I fell back too far, I wasn't gonna catch him again.
Well, I know a little bit. I'm pretty new to F1 in general. Um, and I guess with how much I've enjoyed commentating, I've kind of taken a step back from racing at all. But I know those those like not early safety cars, those you kind of just let them go, right? But kind of middle, kind of splitting your stint strategy, and then the late race safety cars are the most stressful when it comes to making a decision because it's so dependent on where you are, who's in front of you, and just so many different factors. So, super awesome to see that you were pretty confident in your decision. You knew what you wanted to do. You knew what you were capable of, and well, I mean, you got second place. It's not a race win, but second place is nothing to sniff at.
Yeah, especially with I always typically start on the hards, so any middle safety car is kind of a rough time for me
Yep,
because
yep.
normally because I'm trying to extend those hards about as far as I can. And
Mhm.
then if safety car comes in, you know, halfway or a little before halfway, those mediums are going to die at the end. So that it's tough on do I stay out or do I try to pit and push the mediums even further than the hards? And
Yep.
typically that won't work out well. So that's the safety cars in the middle. Those ones will really get me on
Yep.
strategy wise, especially with starting on hards most of the time.
Mhm. And I guess I guess these two safety cars were kind of maybe the first one was pretty early. Last one was pretty late, so not as bad as it could have been, but yeah, I don't know. Do you really feel too I don't want to say upset, but just bothered by the amount of safety cars, or do you just it's just kind of whatever?
It's just kind of whatever. I mean, I understand. Like, none of us are professional drivers. None of us are making money here or driving for esports or anything
Mhm.
like that.
Mhm.
Safety cars are going to happen, especially with people, trying to, use less assists and things
Yep.
like
Yep.
that. People are going to spin. People are going to misjudge, a
Mhm.
corner, dirty air. The dirty air loves, if you're not ready for it,
Yep. Yep.
especially if you've been driving in clean air for a while and you catch somebody and all of a sudden the car's not acting like it has for the past 8 laps, then mistakes are bound to happen.
Mhm. Well, that's nice to hear. I mean, it takes a level head to be successful in a league. So, um, yeah, I mean, congrats to you. Congrats to JC for the race win, and congrats to Gold Killer for third. Said he wasn't available for an interview, but congrats to him as well. Yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoy watching the VOD back. I have fans, but another one doesn't hurt, you know? So thank you so much for making this race exciting. And again, congrats for an amazing race.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, thank you so much, man.
But
All right, boys. Well, that is it for Kronik Racing League. Once again, hold on. Let's bring up their logo. Look at that. Nice, cool logo. Kronik Racing League. This was week 3 at Australia. Hope you all enjoyed. I enjoyed. It was pretty fun. Pretty fun. Good commentary debut for me. So once again, last minute plug. If you're interested in FSR, you should go check it out. You should definitely go check it out. But that is it for me. I have some stuff to attend to for my league, as well as getting ready for bed at some point soon. I hope. I need to get some rest. Tomorrow is my off day for commentating, as well as Friday, so I need to take advantage of those rest days. But oh, excuse me. Thank you so very much for watching. You guys are all awesome. Hope you enjoyed. I know I enjoyed some of this racing. And yeah, I mean, take care.